This is that type of shit where like you for sure. This is why this is happening in like
in
England.
the UK.
Yeah, like if this happened in the United States, someone would have been shot already.
100%.
Like
some have called him a crusty little barnacle scraped off the taint of British culture. Because we're talking about the latest viral TikTok prankster who's been riling up the internet. An 18-year-old by the name of Mizzy. According to him, he's been doing the social media stuff since he was 8 years old, but he didn't blow up until just 2 weeks ago. And that's because that's when he and 2 of his friends filmed themselves in London doing a prank. It wasn't a prank, right? Because what they did can only be described as a literal home invasion. Because key context here, as far as we know, these people are absolute strangers.
James?
Oh my goodness.
Right now, please.
James? James? Hi. You man, come. Hello, James. We need to speak to James. Is this where the study group is? Study group? No. What door number is this? No. Study group? Yeah, no, 530.
Bruh, hold on.
Yeah. Come on.
No, like this is that type of shit where like you for sure. This is why this is happening in like England.
the UK.
Yeah, like if this happened in the United States, someone would have been shot already.
100%.
Like straight up, like
for sure.
What? Like
she wouldn't have already called James. She would have said, James, call 911. We need a paramedic.
Like I was just talking about earlier, B2B Savage, home invasion, bro.
It all links back together,
I'm telling you, look up B2B Savage, people. That's what happens in a home invasion. It's bloody.
Let's keep the rest of this video going. Let's see.
Wait, this is not where the study group is. Kids, man. Oh, you got kids? Oh, sorry. Oh, I thought this was the study group. I actually thought.
So naturally, people see this and they're fucking furious. With many calling it criminal, demanding that he be arrested. Even some government MPs of both parties condemning this, asking social media companies to censor him. But also with this, turns out that's not the first time he just barged into someone's home. Right, in another video, he does the exact same thing, but instead of talking to them, he just walks around, kind of giggles like a little schoolgirl, and then runs out. Then in another of his famous pranks, he approaches an elderly woman just minding her own business.
That's kind of like Ding Dong Ditch in a way.
No, Ding Dong Ditch is you.
That second one.
That is nowhere near.
That second one. That second one.
Jeff, that is breaking and entering. That's not even a ding dong. No, ding dong ditch. We would fucking touch a doorbell and run away. At worst, we would leave a bag of shit on fire.
Shit.
But nowhere near inside of the house.
I'm just trying to rationalize the behavior here. Like
there's no rationality.
He walks
to it.
in like a little bit and giggles and like runs away. Like that is weird, but it's kind of like it's kind of Ding Dong Ditchy. All right, let's go. Let's see.
Bench and steals her dog.
You got a nice dog?
Steals her dog. Oh my!
Did he say a whole lot of gang?
He said
there's plenty of others. Just kind of a scatter shot, whether it's in
what
to pair up a book at a library or him just asking random women if they want to die. And as more people have found out about this, we've seen bigger and bigger names speaking on it. People like Moist Critical.
This guy has never once shown any amount of humanity in any of his content. Everything he does in the most malicious way possible, treating people like props to either scare or steal from.
Hold on.
Or invade.
First of all.
Sick setup.
Second of all. His name is Moist Critical. It's okay.
Critical Moist.
You know what I mean? But I love the setup. That's all I needed to say.
I fuck with it.
All right.
Privacy of. He is the most unlikable prankster on the internet.
With this, we've also seen people criticizing the police for not taking this guy seriously enough. And here, I'd say I'd absolutely agree. Because it really feels like there's no end in sight for what he might do. Because when looking into this, I found that Mizzy is actually still doing this shit even after the Brits arrested him for a string of videos that he posted back in February. With him in those appearing to harass Orthodox Jewish people in one video, placing his hands on a man's shoulders and trying to leapfrog over him. And again, that's just one of those. Yet despite his arrest for those stunts, which many have called anti-Semitic, he was released without any charges. Except now,
hold on. No. Anti-Semitic though? Like he's breaking into people's houses. Fuck him being a racist. Like, he's a racist.
I knew a guy when we were like younger that did like stupid shit like that. That just because you were young and you could do stupid shit, you know what I mean?
Well, now it's on film.
Right. No, now they're filming themselves.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
back when we were younger. B2B Savage.
Oh my God.
He filled himself in a puddle of blood. Look it up, people.
Of his enemies' blood.
Of his ops in a home invasion.
Anyways, Jeff, Jesus, always whole lot of gang shit with you.
Whole lot of gang shit.
Let's go. Let's continue.
it again. Though this time presumably for his home invasion video, and both his TikTok and YouTube accounts have also been taken down. But with all this, we saw Mizzy defend himself, saying in an interview with The Independent, "I'm a black male doing these things, and that's why there's such an uproar on the internet." And look, while you have general scumbags like the Matt Walsh types trying to use this situation as like, oh look, another example of white people need to be scared of minorities.
On the other hand, black people committing crimes against white people for sport is common. In fact, it's so common now that it's one of the fastest growing genres on social media.
But the fact that he's black should have nothing to do with it.
He's everything that you need in like an online conversation.
A whole video.
Breaking and entering, getting arrested, pranking. A black dude saying that it's only happening because he's black. Someone calling him an accusation of anti-Semitism. Matt Walsh coming on and saying this is some
Matt Walsh shit.
This is some woke shit. Like, I don't know. This is perfect. This is the internet, bro.
This is why he gets to pay the big bucks.
Scumbag doing scumbag things, thus he should be treated as one. That's it. And the unfortunate thing with him is he is just the latest example of I'd call it the death to decency. With even Mizzy himself saying he cares less about whether he's getting love or hate, that it's all about getting engagement, and quote, it's the fact that people are talking that's important. With them also adding that controversy and outrage are the best ways to blow up on social media, and saying, again, his words, "I know exactly what I'm doing and the consequences of my actions." So with
the kid's right though, right? Like in a sense, like it's like the fact that people are talking about it, I mean, that's his aim. That's his goal.
What I'm saying. That's what any kind of influencer or internet sensation wants to do, right? Get engagement, get people
that interaction. Talking. Yeah,
that's what we want.
But is it douchey? Fuck yeah, it's douchey. It's just like the guy said. Who's that guy?
But that's the kind of content that people that's Philip DeFranco.
Okay, so
I thought you meant the guy.
Oh yeah, Philip DeFranco.
Yeah, the guy that did the video.
It's like that guy said. It's just a scumbag doing scumbag behavior. Right. It's like that's it. Like yeah, he's a douchebag. Like you just
no, but that's the kind of content that people like generate too. You know what I mean? Like
they hate watch it too. It's like you're watching it because you hate it.
Yeah, and because it makes you feel some sort of way, angry, upset, or like if you're in that age group or you're in that thing. Laughter, you're laughing. You find it exciting.
It's like I don't think anybody like, it's the internet, so who the fuck knows? But I don't think anybody truly approves of it. Like,
no way.
Like, oh yeah, that's fucking sick.
Yeah, so people are watching
but they're just gonna watch it though,
and they're gonna comment on it if they don't like it.
Exactly. It's like it's just like it's honestly like the perfect internet, like just like.
Concoction.
Yeah, it's just like despicable behavior that's gonna get reactions from everybody, and then like
and now we're talking about it.
Now you're talking about it, and then like it's like that's the thing too that's fucked up. Like you're using the people as props, like
people in their homes.
Yeah, there's like
you can traumatize people like that though too. You know what I mean? Like little kids that are there and they just see somebody just see somebody coming in and like
it's fucked up.
Yeah, you wouldn't like it in your own home.
Yeah, there's like versions of it though, like that using people as prop shit where it's actually kind of funny, like
in public,
or like that parking lot like officer guy where he's like basically like waving people down and like giving people tickets for not putting their carts back in place, but it's just like fake. Like he's like, it's like you didn't put your cart back.
What's it called? Fuck, I know that one. And he puts a thing on there, a magnet on their cars.
Yeah.
It's something carts or like That's why because of that guy, I always put my shopping cart back where it goes.
But that shit is funny though, because it's like you see people's like it's another just way of
some people get really
people's
upset.
Pride, you know. It's like you're like, who the fuck are you to tell me not to put it back? You know, but that shit's like more lighthearted and funny.
Yeah,
like,
it's not not in people's fucking personal space.
That's the shit that makes this shit scummy.
I don't agree.
Thumbs down to fucking what's his name? Mizzy.
And Moist Critical. Shout out to Moist
Critical. That setup was sick.